Well, I am going to try to get some more lighting in this room before I get started. And so just give me like a few seconds here because I really don't want to move from this area, but I will if I have to. So let's see what I can make happen. Maybe to change around. Hey sis, how you doing? Good morning, or maybe afternoon. Actually, where you are. Um, let's see. I don't know if this is. It is afternoon. Okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna go with. Let's see here. I do not want to move from this room at all. I don't know. Can you see me okay, sis? Am I okay on your end? I'll wait for you to answer. Cool beans. So, I'm going to talk about Forex this morning. And sis, I am so glad you're here because you can probably testify or confirm some of the things that I'm going to share this morning. And we got time. I am in no hurry. So I really want to kind of make this a very interactive stream. I'm going to try my best to work with the chat. And so, yeah, I'm going to try to work with the chat as well as the video. So, first of all, I'm your girl, Nikki, reigning woman. And I was actually asked about talking about Forex last week or a few nights, Sunday, I believe, and I did a stream. And so I said, okay, this morning seemed like a great time to do so. So, what is Forex? Forex stands for foreign exchange. The Forex market. Good morning, Captain PY2. Thank you for being here. The Forex market is, listen to this, guys. It is the number one financial market in the world. Trillions of dollars. Matter of fact, and upwards, 5 trillion and upwards dollars is traded on the foreign exchange market every single day. A lot of people are not familiar with the Forex market. They have not heard of Forex before. But the Forex market, it trumps real estate. It trumps the stock exchange market. I mean, it trumps it all, right? The reason many people had not heard about Forex up until lately or even today is because for years, for centuries, the Forex market was off limits to everyday people like you and I. But the Forex market is where a lot of every bank, every bank invests money in the Forex market, just like they do the stock market. If you've ever if you've ever dropped a large amount of money, say at least 10 grand in a bank account, and tried to go back and get it out right away, and they have to go and see if it's available or, see, what they can really do, right now, or even, or when you like drop that kind of money and then you say like, okay, I want to take like 9 back, right now. And they're like, well, actually 9,000, like it's not going to be available right away because blah, 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 blah. They go into the blah, 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 blah. of times the bankers that are giving you the blah 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 spiel, they don't even know about the forex market. They only know the guidelines and the rules that they've been given by the bank as to why they can't let you have that much money back from your own deposit right away. But the reason being why your money really is not accessible right away is because when you deposit your money in the bank, your money goes into the financial market. It goes into the forex market. The bank profits, uses our money as an investment, and as they profit and they're charging us fees to hold our money usually, right? But as they profit from what they've used our money to invest, we don't benefit from it at all. Unless we sign up for an investment benefit package, which most likely does they don't they're not offering you anything from the forex market. They're offering you from the stock market, from the stock exchange. So, what if I told you that before I brushed my teeth this morning and before I took a shower, before I've had breakfast, because I have not had breakfast yet, before 9 o'clock in the morning, I had already made without changing clothes. Because as you can see right now, I'm in pajamas still. I just took a shower and put on my onesie. Um, but before I even took a shower and all of that, I profited. My alarm just went off for my moment of silence. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. So yeah, I have my alarm clock set to go off every day at 11:11 in the morning because I was born at 11:11 in the morning, and I use that time to take either a moment of silence, um, in memory and connection with my mom's energy, or if I'm not doing anything, then I go read something that my mother left. So, okay, so you've heard about this. Great. And so, yeah, that's one of the things that they do, right? So, before 9 o'clock this morning, I actually, what if I told you that I had earned in my Forex investment $100 without doing anything besides putting in some information? And I did this myself. The bank didn't do it. Someone else didn't do it for me. I did it myself from home. But would that sound like a good deal? Type one if that sounds like a good deal. That $100 in my investment without leaving the house and before breakfast. And I really did, by the way. I really did. And if that's not good to you, then put in a two or put in a Y. Put in a Y if that's good and put in a N if it's a no, if that's not good. And in the meantime, I will take a sip of my coffee. Well, I hope somebody's typing a Y or an N while I'm sipping my coffee. Are y'all just waiting for me to continue? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna type in a Y that's good because it is. Secondly, what if I was to say that $500? Oh, the sound is slightly distorted. Okay. So the question was, if I told you that I made the underrated partners, thank you for stopping by. That I made $100 in my investment, in my Forex investment this morning before 9 o'clock, before I got out of my gown, before I brushed my teeth, before all of that. I was $100 in profit, closed deal, without leaving the house. Type in a Y or a one if that's good, or a two or an N if it's not good. Okay, cool. So if you think that's good, what if I told you that I had profited 500? Okay, cool. Thank you, sis. If 100 was good, then 500 was definitely good, right? Of course. Well, guys, before 9 o'clock this morning, I actually closed trades today before 9 o'clock this morning at $1,000, just over $1,000, without leaving my house, before I took a shower, before I brushed my teeth, before I took a shower, before I brushed my teeth, before I had breakfast that I still have not had yet, and while I was making my coffee, I had profited $1,000 from home. And I did it right, right. And I did it, guys. About two of those trades were placed in the early morning. Matter of fact, you know what? And done from my phone, not even on my computer. I wish I had. Y'all know I'm new to this, so I don't know how to like share my screen and show you different things yet. But that's gonna come up eventually, right? But let me show you guys. And I'm not doing this to brag. I'm doing this because somebody asked me, number one. And number two, it's actually a skill that I think everyone, everyone should get to know, right? Dang. Okay. I said, dang, because I already made some more money. And check this out. Now I don't know, can you see this? Gosh, the glare. We either have to go with this glare or you can't really see it clear, or can you? How does that look? Can you see? I don't know what you can see because let's try this. I apologize. I'm trying to, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I did it, guys, from my phone. Basically, is what I'm trying to tell you. I did it from my phone. I'm about to be up another $600. No, I'm about to be up another. I'm about to be up another $1,000, like within the next hour. Within the next hour. Um, you can't see it too clearly. See, I can't. You know what? When I get better at this, I will hopefully be able to. Let me see if I dim the light now a little bit. Look, y'all know I'm dark skinned, so if you're gonna be able to see this good and not see me good, no, it is not tax free. You're either gonna be able to see me good or you're gonna be able to see this better. So I don't know, but I really, at this point, I really would rather you guys see this because I'll come back and you can see me. So I'm gonna dim the lights a little bit. I'm trying. Let's see. I'm trying. Will it work? Shucks. Probably still won't work. This is The beautiful struggle of being dark skinned. Okay, no, it's still not gonna work. Sorry. I know, right? You know, struggle. It's a beautiful struggle because, like, it's not like I would change it for the world. In fact, I'd be even darker if I could. I love my dark skin. To answer your question, it is not tax free. You pay taxes. You pay taxes at the end of the year with forex, right? Um, so, but it's a skill, like I said, that I think everyone who is technical savvy in the least bit, should learn. Now, this has not been open for the everyday American, the everyday people, for a long time. It just became open to us, I would say, like in the last 20 years. And Shalom, welcome. And I think you're a new subscriber. I want Adar, did I say that right? So let me tell you how I came about this information. About 13 years ago, wait, I've been here. Anyway, around December 2000, around 2008-ish, 9-ish, I ran into a guy as I was performing at a poetry event, right? Okay, wait, I'm gonna turn the light back on because hold on a second. Sorry, hold on. Sorry, not sorry. So this brother was a dentist, right? He was a dentist. And he invited me over to his house one night to look at things and stuff and hang out. So I get to his house and he has like all these big screens. Gosh, I'm getting hot in my wearing a onesie is like wearing a blanket. um, but so he had all these big screens up that looked like Wall Street in his house, right? And they had graphs and charts and all kind of colors, and it was very fascinating. So he told me that it was forex, and then something he did on the side because he was a full-time dentist. Something he did on the side, and he wanted to. He said if I wanted to, I could give him a couple of $1,000, and he would multiply my thousand, my couple of $1,000, right? Well, I'm gonna be honest. At the time, the money that I had, I wasn't willing to just give over to somebody that I just met, right? That didn't make sense to me. And then because I wouldn't give him money because I didn't trust him with my money, then he was like pretty much kind of like dumped me. Like he got a big attitude and stuff like that. Like, for real, dude? Okay, whatever. But it was like really he came into my life just to plant that seed because before that I had no idea about forex. So I would look at it periodically and it looked very intimidating because charts and graphs, man, I wish I could get y'all to see this. The charts, if you've ever looked at anything like the stock market, on the news channels, when they're talking about stocks, if you ever look at any of those channels and you see the graphs and charts and bars and all that stuff, man, that stuff, it looks intimidating. And so I was intimidated by it. And to learn it, do you know that people spend an upwards of $5,000, $10,000 plus to go to seminars to learn about the foreign exchange market? That's not even learning how to actually do it, but just to learn about it. This is what many wealthy people were doing, right? So we're thinking, okay, they just have a business, which they do have businesses, a lot of them, but we're thinking it's because they have a profitable business, or because they came into money. you know, that they have it like that. No, a lot of times these wealthy men were putting hundreds of thousands, millions dollars in the market and doubling it and tripling it. So yeah, and so companies like, have you all ever heard of like Ameritrade? Is one. Let me see who else. There's Ameritrade is one of the most popular, most well-known ones. Have you ever heard of Ameritrade? You probably sometimes going in certain neighborhoods. Yes. Okay, so Ameritrade, they trade on the foreign exchange market as well as the stock market. So, and you have to have like you got to drop some money. You know, you can't be scared, like you got to drop it. But the reason being, guys, is because it is the number one financial market in the world. The only way you can really go wrong with the foreign exchange market by being in it is if there is, which I don't doubt it could happen. In fact, I do expect it to happen, one day, a total economic collapse, which when we have a total economic collapse, trading anything is going to be the least of all of our worries. uh, the least of all of our worries. So because it never left my mind, and I would look at it periodically, and I'd be like, man, just like, dang, like it seems good, but it's the information is like very intimidating. Well, as luck, as the universe would have it, a couple of years ago, one of my girlfriends sent me a text message about these millionaire women doing a seminar in Houston about trading Forex. Now, she had no idea. I never, ever talked to her before about the Forex market or being interested in it. I stopped everything that I was doing and I was like, because it was that night. I was like, send me the information, send me the address. I'm there. She sent it to me. And look, y'all, I'm gonna tell you, your girl, I wish I could say that I am an on-time person, but I'm not. I don't usually show up to places on time. I've already instructed some of my friends and family that when I pass, don't start my services on time because that is a disservice to me. We're gonna have to start a little bit late, about 30 minutes late. But let me tell you, I was on time for that event. You hear me? I got dressed in a whip, got in my car. Shh, let me head on over there. Let me hear what they talking about. I was there for it because I already had heard and knew the power of it, right? And if they're doing it and they're gonna I was just like, I just want to be in the room. Free? I just want to be in the room because I already knew that people spent at least $5,000 to go sit in 30-minute seminars just to learn about Forex. So, turns out that they were there. There's a company that actually teaches people how to trade. It's a network marketing company. You may have heard of it. You may not have. Um, and so and if the startup cost to get involved was pretty low, it was pretty, in my opinion, it was a worthy small investment, right? Because I knew the potential. So I got involved. They were like passing out paperwork before they were even done. Like my girlfriend and the person that invited her, like they were like just sitting there. But by the time they were like, so if you're interested, my paperwork was filled out. I had my bank card out, like, hey, Come get this. I want this information. I want in. So, started learning. Good morning or afternoon, Mark. It's okay. This should be in the replay so you can catch it later. But thank you for stopping in while you're at work. Um, so anyway, I had some funds that I was sitting on, right? And I already had in my mind that I wanted something else to do with my money besides sit in the bank. One of my near future and short term goals, actually, y'all, is to become my own bank. I'm telling you guys this because I'm hoping that if nothing else, what you hear me say just plants a seed and begin to resonate with you that you have more power and more things at the tip of your fingertips than what you could imagine, right? And if you will only believe, and if you will only be willing to learn, if you'll only be willing to take a chance on yourself, on yourself, that you could really make a difference, right? So I have some money, y'all, that I was sitting on, and I put the money in the market. Not all of it, but I put some money in the market. I believe in investing in myself. And I was determined, me and my girlfriend were determined. Y'all, we were up early in the mornings, we were up late at night, we were losing sleep. We were like, oh my gosh, just determined to learn. We really didn't have anybody to really show us at first, how the things work. We had the software, we had the programs, and we were like kind of dumbfounded with it and kind of overwhelmed, but we were determined. Well, in our determination, we took in some profits. And with our lack of knowledge and determination, we lost some money. I can laugh now, but it was stressful. And yeah, man, it was stressful and everything, but we were determined, like we had heard, and I would advise anybody on this. I'm glad you met but it's schooling you on this. That's good. Like, pay attention for real. Um, you can actually learn and practice on what they with play money, what they call a demo account, right? But see, she and I we have an entrepreneur mindset already, and we have goals already, and we are just natural risk takers, she and I, right? Just it's that's we're just natural with it. She and I have that in common. And I might say too, I might confess that we were also a little hard headed because because we would have probably done better off practicing in practice accounts and with fake money first. But I'm here to tell you today that because we didn't give up and other people did, like, we make money from our cell phone. I actually have a business that I had started already and I shelved it. I had a business that I help people to put their business together as far as like arranging their logos and identifying their audience, their target audience, identifying what the things that they really want to work on, and marketing strategies and building a brand, right? And the basics of business principles. So I actually shelved that company so that I could really spend some time and focus on learning this so that could help take me to another level of investing and open up the doors for some of my other dreams and goals, right? So, but here's the thing though, right? I'm going to tell you that Now that I have shared this with you guys, if you go begin to study and look it up, you will see some people market it like a get rich quick business or money maker. I won't do that. I think if I do that, that is being it's not righteous. Yes, you can do some things and you can make a lot of money fast, by taking some extraordinary dangerous risk with this market. But this market, y'all excuse my profanity, but this market will bring out the bitch in you. Okay, it will. I don't care how manly you are. This market will slap you around like a bitch. Okay, it'll pimp slap you all over the place, treat you like a rag doll. Okay, it'll toss you aside like a big grizzly bear, stomp on you, mash you, get all your guts out. I mean, it attests to manhood. So now I'm a female, so so imagine if it'd do all that for a man, just imagine, what that'll do, to somebody like yourself, female. So anyway, but the power of this skill is just the basics of trading forex alone can feed you for life. Just the basics can feed you for life. But if you are reckless, it will ruin you. People commit suicide because they go into the market wrong and they put all their eggs in the basket and they get really excited. Like, let me tell you something. Like, I told you guys about what I have, made in the market this morning. But trust and believe, I'm not about to turn no backwards flips and all of that. And not because it's not good, but if I had not learned how to manage money in the market, had I not learned how to do things like, dang, that thousand kick. Oh, hold on. That thousand already picked up. I didn't even realize it. So like seriously, even while we're sitting here talking, like while we're sitting here chatting, I said it was going to happen within an hour or so, and it did. I'm at it. I'm at it. I've reached up, made another thousand just while we were talking. I'm gonna start pulling these funds out next year. Um, Let this tax season end. Is what I'm saying. I'm gonna let this tax season end. Then I'm gonna go ahead and start withdrawing my funds and keep some in there to keep it going, right? But okay, back to people committing suicide behind it, and because of the power of it. If you took the time, right, to learn this, let me tell you what one of the things they could do for you. No, that's not where I was. I got distracted. Okay, being too risky and taking dangerous risk in the market. Okay, have a great day. Thank you. Um, Salute to you, my fellow veteran, by the way. Um, is when you're not careful like that and you get cocky with the market, you can literally lose everything. Like if you have all your eggs in that basket can get crushed and it could like take your breath away. And like I said, people have committed suicide behind this. But behind not having control, because you can't be greedy in this market. You can't be greedy and you can't be stupid. You can't be foolish, right? You gotta be smart. You gotta treat it like an investment and like a business, right? So yeah, you gotta treat it like a business and like an investment. And with investments, we understand that every investor looks for what from their investment? A return on investment. So when you think about it like this, great. Okay, so I want you to look a bit more into it. I'm going to be sharing some more videos about it as well. So this is like just introduction of what it is. So when you look at it as an investment and you treat it like that, then you're going to be more careful. You're not going to be so swift to just jump in and do something or to be greedy, because you also have to know when to stop. Like you just do, because the market goes up and down. It goes up and down, up and down. So, yeah, the basics can feed you for life, but if you are reckless, it will ruin you. So, what exactly is the foreign exchange market, though, right? I didn't get into that. So, the foreign exchange market is the financial market of the world because it is the currencies, it is the different currencies all across the globe paired up against each other for buying or selling. So, say like, and no matter what's going on, no matter where you are, you always need currency, which by the way is what really money stands for. Money really stands, the reason why money is called currency is because money is supposed to always be moving. It's supposed to always, money is not meant to sit still. And that's why, if you ever think about it, you can't just have money just sitting somewhere and like just sitting and just sitting and just sitting. And if you don't give it directions, something don't happen where you got to spend it. If you just put money in the bank and just let it sit there, like I'm just gonna save, I'm just gonna save, I'm just gonna save, I'm just gonna save, something will happen. Like you'll get a flat tire unexpectedly, right? Or someone will pass away and you need to make a trip, somewhere. Or I mean, stuff just happens because you're trying to, and it's because you're trying to sit and hold on to money, and money is not meant to be sat on. It's meant to be moving. It's meant to be moving. Now, once again, though, it doesn't mean that you go and move the money any kind of way and be foolish with money. It's just recognizing that money, currency, is not like water. Like moving water is not supposed to sit still. So give it some direction and give it, guide money where you want money to go in a good way, right? Like investing, like business, like charity, you know, if it's something that you really, really want, and it's not gonna, hurt you, go ahead, get it. Because money is meant to be moving. So that's what Forex is. It is money across the world, across the globe, being either bought or being sold. So, like for me right now, because it's in pairs, it's not like the stock market where, say, you buy 10 shares of Nike and then you wait to see the price that it's going to go to so that you can sell it, or see where it's going to go so that you can find the price where you want to buy it. It's not like that. It's literally currency, one currency against the other currency. Because say like if you want to go to, if you're in the United States and you're going to go to Africa, well, our money does not work the same at here as what it does. Oh, I say thank you, Marv. Um, so the money here, our currency here, does not work in Africa, right? So you would have to get Africa, which I don't know what Africa dollar, what African money is. So yeah, I don't know. But whatever their currency is, you would have to exchange your American currency for the African currency to spend it. And at airports, you see they actually have currency exchange machines, right? That is why. So what we do as foreign exchange, as forex traders, what we do is we trade on the market. I'm never holding money in my hand for me to sell it. It's in the market like the stock market. Does that make sense? Type, because I know I've been just giving out information like probably really fast, trying to explain. So if you follow me so far, type yes before I continue, or no, and I can slow down or repeat something if you've missed it. And while you type in Y or N, I'm going to sip on my coffee. Thank you for the 5 likes. Are you following me okay so far? Yes or no? Okay, well, yes. Absolutely. Thank you. Okay, so I will continue at this rate then. So once again, I'm never holding on to it. It's not anything in the mail. I don't have to talk to anyone. I don't have to hope someone's gonna buy something from me. I don't have to hope someone is gonna want to sell anything or anything like that. I don't have to. If I'm in a stinky attitude, or if I'm in like in a stinky mood, and I don't want to deal with people at all, well, the forex market doesn't care. It doesn't, because I don't have to talk to anybody. All I gotta do is just either go on my computer, or like I said, or from my phone, which it looks better on the computer, but the phone is just like easy access because it's like, I mean, it's right here. I could literally be anywhere. So, all I gotta do is just go to the phone, take a look at the graph and the charts, which by the way, I also have had two teachers, two master traders to help me as well. And one of them, he helped me when I was learning my basics. And thank you. So one of them is here, and his name is Bishop Manoa McClendon. And another one, I think Yusuf was in New York. Yeah, New York. And you can find him on YouTube, Yusuf Scott. So darn easy forex. So where was I though before that? Oh, so yeah, if I don't feel like talking to people or dealing with people, because guys, let's be real, we have days like that, right? You have days when you just don't want to be bothered. You don't. And if you're in sales or if you're in business, you know, and if someone doesn't buy your product or your service or whatever, or you don't feel like going through the spiel, you gotta you gotta suck it up. And I've done many sucking it up days. You gotta suck it up, and you gotta make the phone calls or go to the meeting or talk to the people anyway. Because otherwise you're not going to generate income. So yeah. Good afternoon, Water Sniper. Thank you for stopping by. Also, guys, if you haven't already, please like the stream. Hit that thumb button. Thank you. Okay, gosh, I'm getting hot in this. Um, I might have to put y'all on hold for us. Yeah, y'all hold on. Let what I've said so far marinate. Type in the chat. with Water Sniper really quick, about a couple of things, or go back and read because I've got to get out this onesie. Like I'm burning up now. I'm back. Hey, I tell you, staying in pajamas all day was a good idea until the pajamas got hot. Like, wait a minute. Right? I was trying not to while I was running to go change clothes. By the way, if you're just coming here, then you don't know that my body was already clean. I've already had a shower. I didn't just go get out of my pajamas and go put on some clothes. I actually jumped out of my nightgown into a shower and into pajamas, into a onesie. So I am clean. I didn't just go, put a dirty body in some clean clothes. Just want to throw it out there. I sure do smell good. I sure do. I smell clean and I smell good. Yes, I do. I'm not gonna lie to you because your girl likes to smell fresh and I like to smell feminine. Yes, I do. So my oils are scented. I'm not even wearing perfume. My oils are scented. Yeah. Okay. So now that I'm not burning up in that onesie, my God. So yeah, so sometimes you don't want to talk to people or deal with people. But the thing about Forex is you don't have to talk to anybody, right? You just like literally from wherever you are. Do y'all okay, so I'm in the Houston area, right? I love flowers. Yes, I do. And Water Sniper, I know that you're probably sending flowers to anyone. You are a lover. You are definitely a romantic, right? I get it, and I love flowers, so I will take them. Yes, I will. So remember a couple of years ago when in Houston there was the big flood. I mean, yeah, I'm sure y'all seen it on the news. Like we were all like the city was underwater. Well, during the flood, during the storm, guess what I was doing while I was locked inside the house? I was trading. I was putting in some trades while I was in flood water. That's the power of this, right? I also think that it is. Yes, I'm in the age. I'm in the his age. His a housing. His housing. Yeah, I'm in the age. I'm in the his. um, H Town, that's right. H Town in the house. Probably can hear my Texas, my what they call it, my twang, that southern twang in that draw, that southern draw that we have. So, you can actually now you can learn how to trade forex, you know, with spending a couple of $100 a month in investment and get with someone that actually teaches you how to trade. And I would say, do some investigating. Don't always just take somebody's word for it. I definitely did some research on the individuals, before I chose them. And even though I'm no longer with the company, the that market, that what is it, that network marketing company that I started with before. Which, by the way, I started learning how to trade and read charts without even using those products. So, but I'm also like, I just have that kind of mind too, like I love business. I love business ideas. I love talking about finances. I love talking about progression and advancement. I very rarely hold what I would call simple conversations, or or shall I say like shallow. Like otherwise, other conversations to me is pretty much shallow to me. Now I'm not saying that that's other individuals. Everybody stay in their own lane, but a good conversation with me is trying to find out how we can own the restaurant down the street, or anytime I go somewhere, I'm hanging out or whatever. Like, my thing is, I want to spend less money there because I'm always trying to figure out like what does it take? Like who thought of this idea? I want to know like how can we buy this? Or yeah, I would probably if you could guess. Uh, I like playing games like Monopoly and chess. Like those are my games. And then there's another one, Cash Flow. Those are my games, man. I mean I play other games too, but I like those kind of mind games. So, but this is one way, guys, that we can really empower ourselves. And if we're going to be as Black people or colored people or Aboriginal people, however you refer to ourselves in the United States, and trying to make some kind of collective change, especially in politics, you know that it takes money to really make change. Um, it does. It takes money, period. And we are definitely under economic attack. So this is one way that can empower us as a people and as a society, to where you don't have to also just rely on the money from your job or your business. Now, let me tell you something. I'm definitely not against having a job. Okay. I think if everyone's got to work, everyone has to be resourceful and generate income. Um, So I'm not one of those people that's like, no, quit your job. Nobody should work. No, if you want to work, I don't want to work. Okay. I don't. I want to work my brain. I want to let the two things that I plan on doing for the rest of my life, the only two things that I'm really gonna work are my brains and my conversation. Brains and conversation. I want to be the mastermind behind the productivity. That's me. So I want my family to be the mastermind behind the productivity too. So like let that be one of part of our legacy. So, but as a backup plan, I think the forex market is a good backup plan. I also think if you have children and they're like teenagers, especially, or somewhere between the ages of like 9 and above, and you could introduce this to them, I think it's a good investment, right? Back in the day, I remember you didn't really have a choice of of whether or not you were going to go to school or whether or not you were going to learn something that the parents wanted you to learn. I don't remember us having a lot of options. Now we may have had an attitude about it. We may have stomped our feet, muttered under our breath, because you better not talk back out loud. Um, we may have done that, but you was gonna learn what they wanted you to learn, and you was gonna do what they wanted you to do. Today, I think we give children way too many options, right? But trading forex is something that you can do part time. You can do it sometime, or you can do it full time. Millionaires are made. Wealthy people and millionaires are made every single day in the foreign exchange market. Every single day. So even if you just wanted to earn $500 a month, extra on the side, from home, you could learn this skill, put up an investment, and begin to generate that. And I think that it would be well worth it. I think for children, it's because we're in a technology era and it's not going away, right? We're going to be in a technology era probably look until there's no more world. I don't see us ever leaving this era. I think like we are here. And our children are very tech savvy. They know how to run these apps and they know how to do all kind of things with these gadgets more than what I know how to do. Good afternoon, Ledford. I'm talking about your subject, Ledford, that you wanted to know more about. Catch the replay. That we could teach our children how to make money while they are in college. We can teach our children how to make money while they are on break, on summer break, or anything like that. Even while they're in school, like even while they're in high school, there are one of the master traders that helped me when I was beginning, and after I had already lost some money. That still makes me laugh, boy. And I tell you, I learned my lesson though. I'm telling you, that market did me like this, y'all. I wish I could find. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm running around the house again. Hold on. Say hi to my vintage doll. Say hello. This is my vintage doll. So anyway, I'm the market, right? I'm gonna be the market, and this is gonna be me, right? Let me tell you how that market did me, y'all. The market was like, yeah, the market. The market handled me rough, right? And one of the main ones is one that I've actually mastered now, and that is trading the U. Oh man, I knocked off some of her hair. But that's how the market did me, though. Anyway, um, I have mastered trading the U.S. currency against the gold, and that is where a lot of my profits right now or have come from. And a lot of people give up on gold once they start trading gold, and gold, takes them on a gold becomes abusive and the market becomes abusive. But I was determined. I was like, no, I want to trade gold. I want to trade gold. I want to trade gold. Like literally, I'll be like waking up. I want to trade gold. I want to trade gold. Click my heels. I want to trade gold. I want to trade gold. Going to sleep. I want to trade gold. I want to trade gold. Click my heels. I want to trade gold. And now I'm becoming like a master gold trader. And yeah. So now where else was I gonna go? So yeah, anyway, with our kids being so tech savvy, right? Your kids can have an option. What if you taught your kids how to trade, and you learn how to trade, and Instead of taking out a student loan, you were able to pay for college semester by semester just from your forex profits. How powerful would that be? Or even if you're just earning like a little bit, at a time, and you're really getting the hang of it, and you start taking a few withdrawals from it, and you see how it goes for you, and then I think S&P is fine. However, I don't trade S&P. My thing is that I just want to master the forex market and deal with that. Mastering the forex market allows. I just jumped from one thought to answer that question. I'll get back to that. Mastering the forex market enables you to be able to trade other things, because if you can trade on the forex market, you can trade anything. Anything. If you can read a forex chart, you can read all the charts. But I personally am probably going to stick with the forex market for like a long time. Like, no, not a long time. Like forever. I doubt if I will. I might dabble in the stock market or something, but I'm going to stick with forex being my major. Even when I start back operating my businesses, businesses, because that's going to be plural. I'm still going to trade on the forex market. So let's see. So even if all you want to do was just earn like an extra thousand or whatever, or you learn to generate the kind of income that you're already getting on your job, but you want to keep your job because this is like extra funds. But you know how different your attitude will be at work, because sometimes, I mean, let's talk about it. Sometimes at work you gotta walk on eggshells a little bit, right? Sometimes, because you can't, especially nowadays when job security is like really job insecurity. Nobody wants to get another write up. Nobody wants to, you know, be having to square up on somebody if you're anything like me, because I will honestly, like, I'm a boss bucker. I'm a boss bucker. If I don't really like something, or I disagree with something, then I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna take my chances on being walked out or being told, no, whatever. I'm gonna take my chances, because if I disagree, I just disagree. If I don't want to do it, I just don't want to do it. Period. If I don't feel like it's working in the best interest of myself or others, mm, I'm gonna voice my opinion. You know. Now, I might voice it a little more quieter, a little more, I might tone down my expression. If I feel like I need, I should probably try to hold on a little bit longer, right? But but imagine like your attitude when you know that you're okay with or without them. I'm not saying be like stupid cocky, but those eggshells, they just disappear. You be like, what eggshells? You don't even see eggshells. Other folks get nervous. You be like, nervous what? Who? Nah, I ain't nervous. What? Nervous at all. They start, walking around talking about there are going to be some layoffs and things like that. You don't start wondering, man, is it going to be me? Oh, man, I hope they don't let me off. Hope I hope they don't let me off. You be like, it's whatever. I mean, you hope it ain't you, but you're not tripping if it is you, because you have a backup plan. So let's talk about backup plans. Let me lead on into that too. From Forex. Forex is not for everybody. While I would desire for as many people as possible to learn about Forex, I know that Forex, like the stock market, like investing, like real estate, like being a doctor, like being a lawyer, like being a plumber, like being a teacher, like hell, being anything, is not for everybody. I think having a backup plan is for everybody. I think everyone, especially in today's insecure world, should come up with a backup plan and also have a backup plan for your backup plan. Trust and believe. While I love Forex, and I do, I I'm so glad that I've learned this. This is fully charged now. I have a backup plan to Forex. I'm developing another backup plan for that backup plan. But after that backup plan is going to be another backup plan. So I believe very strongly in backup plans. And if you don't have a backup plan, all right, you need to think of a backup plan. Maybe get another job as a backup plan, and not spending all of the funds from the second or first job, so that you can have some things in savings while you begin to develop a backup plan. Yes, I have methods to make sure that I am stable because that is very, very important to me. That's very important to me. And it's very important to me to be able to teach other people to have methods and to be stable, to be self sufficient. So, yes. So, work on your backup plans. And that is about it for now. Yeah. Yeah. So, I hope that this was helpful for you. I was so glad to do this. And now that it's actually warmed up, I will probably, initially, I was going to do everything from the bed today. I was going to work on marketing plans because I'm working on marketing plans for one of my businesses that I'm going to really push forward in 2019, and working together with a team in this real estate investing actually. So, um, yeah, and pay the bills from. I was gonna do everything I could for my bed today. Everything. I was gonna eat in the bed. I was gonna drink water from the bed. Like I answered my car from the bed. I was gonna fall asleep when I wanted to. Which, by the way, that's another thing. When you work for yourself, when you work from home, and when you do things like trade forex, right? That is one of the powers that you have. You can just plan your day in advance, or you can plan it as you go, or you can not plan it at all. So yeah, I definitely like that. Mm, what else? I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Do y'all have any questions for me? It looks like there are three of you right now. I haven't typed anything in the chat, so let me try that. Mm, I'm so grateful that you guys chimed in this morning. Oh, nope. I knew there was something else. I explained how I came across Forex earlier, so go back, please, listen to the replay. Mm, I'm going to master this yet. I am. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, yeah. Here's the other thing I wanted to say. Just like most things, Forex, as intimidating and as big as it is actually 90% mindset and 10% skill. Because once you get the skill down pat, right? Once you get the skill down pat, I mean, to do a transaction is just that. It's like going to the store and deciding, what you want to get from the store. Decide what you want, go to the store, buy it, you're done, come home, you're good. But it's the mindset. Sound like a good boot camp? Yes, it is. It's definitely a boot camp. So I would definitely say that whatever relationship that you have with money right now and confidence that you have, any issues that you have, regarding anything, I don't care, like any emotional aspect at all in your life, you want to begin to work on those things and get those things checked out. Because one thing about the market is it will reveal things to you about yourself like a holy book, like scriptures. I promise you, like it'll cause some things to come up that you had no idea had anything at all. You want to see me open a bank? Okay. Oh, I'm gonna get back to that. So but it will, like, I think even if you have like daddy issues, the market will make you like realize, like you got some daddy issues. You need to go ahead and get those worked out before you get back in this market, girlfriend. You got romantic issues. Look, you need to get that worked out before you get back in this market, dude. So, but yeah, mindset. I'm gonna tell you one thing about growing up for me. My mother, which I promise you was like just phenomenally amazing with money. Like y'all know how skinny Abraham Lincoln is? Pretty skinny, right? My mom was such a money manager and such a budgeter that she could squeeze and manage a penny and honey make Abraham Lincoln look like he lost 10 pounds every time. Every time. And my mom made good money. My mother worked for the government. My mother worked for the government and made good solid money. And even when she was working her way through the ranks and coming up, one thing my mother never, ever, 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 ever said, never. My mother, and I don't care if she didn't have right away or whatever, and she was struggling, because there were times that she actually did struggle. But I think, like, man, she found a way, and blessings of God, like, and when that thing shifted, it was like, whoa. But my mother never said that she was broke, ever. She never, if we asked for something, if she didn't want to buy it, or if she didn't have it, she would never, ever, ever say that she was broke. She would use words like, I don't have that right now, or I don't have money for that. But she would never, ever say that she's broke. I don't care how low my things have gotten, right? You will never, ever, 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 never, ever, ever, never, ever hear me say I'm broke. I'll use a whole different terminology, but I will never, ever declare from my mouth that I am broke. So, you want to begin to work on those kind of, watch what you say and watch what you hear. If you are interested in learning about Forex, learn already, like begin to just ask yourself questions like, how do I feel about money? Period. How do I feel about it? Would I be comfortable? Would I be comfortable if I were to make more money than what I'm making now? Would I be comfortable? Would I be okay with it? Or would I feel embarrassed, or would I feel shame, or do I even think it's possible for me to make more money than what I'm making? Is it even possible? Begin to look for those inner conversations that we have with ourselves. And then also be mindful of other conversations that go on around you regarding money. I don't let broke people that use those words, broke, I'm broke, I'm busted. Girl, child, I'm broke. I don't hang around them kind of people. If I hear somebody say it, I'd be like, so you don't have it right now? What you saying? Like you don't have it right now? Yeah, I don't have it right now, girl. I ain't got it. See, I'll accept that. But I'm broke. I don't want to have those kind of conversations at all. So, no, you're not allowed to just, oh my God, I'm just broke. Nah, say you don't have right now. Say anything, but don't declare being broke because once you declare it, like I honestly believe that you have opened the universe, the doors, the portals to give you brokenness. Let me see. What else? What would you do? Thank you. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. There are actually also um, here in Houston area, there are like two or three black owned banks. But for me, I want to have enough. I want to keep money in the bank to like take care of my automatic withdrawals and stuff like that to cover the bills. But I want to become my own bank. I want to, as far as like, I manage, hold, invest, operate all of my funds from my own system and have other people to learn how to do the same thing where you don't have to rely on the major banking systems. So that's right, because we have the power to speak things into existence. Exactly. And then also like um I'm gonna say just start there. Start there with understanding that it's 90% mindset. Just like everything. Everything is 90% mindset. I work on my mindset every single day because I know that where I am right now is okay for where I am right now. And who I was and what my mindset before was enough to help get me here. But for the other that I want, I am not that person yet. And you have to always be willing to grow yourself in and up. So I work on my mindset every day. And that's another reason why I'm very particular about how and where I spend my time and my energy. Very particular. I'm very particular about my conversation, and I'm very particular about the people around me. I'm very particular about what I allow to feed my mind, what I allow to cloud my space. So, and that's why I dwell a lot in the arena of positive energy and positive thinking and stuff because and I don't I'm just not gonna waste my time on things that don't matter. Like honestly, it and a lot of things that's going on like around me and that I hear about to me, it don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. Therefore, it does not deserve my mind space. I don't get into frivolous debates and things like that, because I need my mind and I need my time and I need my energy to better things within me, around me, and for me. Another reason why I was so determined and so adamant about learning Forex and and business and things like that is because one, I always wanted to be able to give back to my parents. And even though my mom, especially, like, she never needed anything, she never needed any additional help or whatever. Like, once she got on her way, that woman was on her way. And a setback to her was like an opportunity for a major comeback. My mother had a brilliant brain, like for real, for real. She had a brilliant brain. And had she ever gotten involved in business, I believe my mom would have just like been like a monopoly. Like she just would have, whatever it was, like it would have taken off because she had a brilliant brain. So what I take what my mother taught me about managing money and about credit, even though when I started my business initially, when I took the risk of walking away from my job and it didn't make sense to nobody and I really didn't even have a plan. All I knew is that the most high was guiding me to take a faith walk, and I never looked back. And I started putting together the plan like after I had already made the decision. And it worked out in my favor. Trusting the Most High, trusting the universe, trusting myself worked out in my favor. And what didn't make sense then makes all the sense in the world right now. All the sense in the world. So let's see here. Mindset, 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 guys. Mindset, mindset. All right. So let's see if my coffee is still warm. Actually, no, it's not. I'm almost disappointed, but I'm gonna finish drinking it anyway. I am very thankful that you all spent this time with me and allowed me to show you how the market treated me like a whole bitch and slapped me around. I've had this vintage oil for some years now. I got this from an antique shop. She has a baby too, but um, yeah. Hopefully one day I will be able to share some more about you, and I want to share like different. Oh no, see, I almost forgot. So I wanted to get back to my parents, right? That was one thing. I wanted to be in a position to where even if they needed it or didn't need it, I could begin to give back to them the way that they always supported me. So the market act like I had no arsenal whatsoever. The market was like guns with guns. Ooh, bullets with bullets. Pow, pow, pow. Anyway, but also I have a nephew that's locked up from a mistake that he made. I should come visit Mississippi. Maybe I will visit Mississippi. I've driven through Mississippi, but I've never been to Mississippi. Um, Alabama, but yeah. But when he gets out, I want to be able to give him another opportunity besides just working a job and trying to get a job and having that X on his back to hold him back. So hell yeah, he gonna get a job. Hell yeah, he gonna get a job. He gonna work somewhere. But while he's working somewhere and learning how to be responsible on a job, I'm going to be teaching him how to work these markets and how he can have a plan and set up a business of some sort so that he doesn't have to stay on a job. And he doesn't have to rely on someone else to take care of him. And he doesn't have to. So praying that the Most High keep me around long enough to be able to see and make all that happen. Okay, I received that, Adar. I received that. I'm going to type in my email address and you can email me about that initiative. All right. And then we'll go from there. So, and when you email me, put in there subject matter and that you came from here so that I will know. Because honestly, I don't check the emails every day. But when I check it and I know I see that, I will be sure to open it up. I won't treat it like it don't matter. What else? What else? Oh yeah, so I want him to be able to have something else, and I want to be able to. So I have to be an example of that, and not just for him, but other people as well. You know, so that's very, 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 very important to me. No, Ymail. The it's Ymail is short for Yahoo. It's a Yahoo account. So let me see. Is there anything else while I sip my cool coffee? Mm, no, I don't think there's anything else. I think that this was a pretty much good start. You guys think so? You think this is a good introduction about the forex market? And good. Let's see. How long have we? Wow. Okay. So roughly about an hour and a half. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. So that is all for now. Dari, did you get that? Awesome sauce. Okay, so I'm going to type in, and when this stream finishes up and is loaded, I'll definitely check your page. I will put a few things in the comments as well. Okay. Thank you all for tuning in, for joining in, for listening. I really, really appreciate it. I want to wish you a productive and effective day at work or at play or whatever you're doing today. Keep your energy and your time, but your energy, keep your energy light. Realize that have the power. You have the power of yourself, and you're only in control of you, right? You only can worry about and govern your own self. So don't let anyone steal your power. Don't let anyone steal your energy. Okay? Be positive, be blessed, and